Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Venus Baby Tarot, and I'm here to give you your Mercury retrograde reading. And now this channel is just for Tauruses and Libras because I am a Taurus Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising, Taurus Venus. I am a Venus baby, and I wanted to start a channel for other Venus ruled signs. So if you're looking for a personal session, you can book down below, and please be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me grow my channel. Thank you. Okay, so this Mercury retrograde is in Virgo, and it is trine Uranus in Taurus and Pluto in Capricorn. And additionally, it is trine Jupiter in Taurus and conjunct Mars in Virgo. So we have a lot of earth energy here. I do feel because of that, with the trine, because the trine is a positive aspect, I do feel like it might not be as difficult as some of the other ones. You could receive some unexpected sort of ideas, inspiration, expansive ways of viewing things, thinking, revisiting like old like things that, you know, from the past that, you know, you may see a higher perspective, or it's resurfacing in your life to sort of transform you, and, you know, kind of give you like an opportunity for a rebirth. This could be old projects, people in your life, in which you're going to find a sort of more peaceful flow. And additionally, maybe figure out the details of why things didn't work in the past. So we're going to kind of see, I got the tarot out and I meant to get these. We're going to see how this unfolds for you, Taurus. Yep. So you have the Moose, Acceptance, and Eccentric. Lovely. You have the Tree, Stability and Growth. Lovely. That's definitely very earth energy I'm getting already. Mercury retrograde for Taurus, please. And we have the Peacock. Look at this. Pregnancy, rebirth, like I said, and wealth. Okay. And a surprise. There's the Uranus energy right there. Let's, for the time being, we'll put that right there. All right, let's get your tarot. Okay, I was just checking. Let's get your tarot. Okay, tarot messages for Taurus for Mercury retrograde. So I'm already kind of getting the sense that like things, yep, there's the 10 of Cups. Things that in the past, because you know retrogrades are all about revisiting, reconsidering, reassessing, things like that. And because we have we're about to have Jupiter in retrograde, I think September 4th, but we have Mercury in retrograde, Venus, Chiron, Pluto, is Uranus. Oh, I can't think off the top of my head. Okay. Wow, look at this, the Empress. And so we have a lot of revisiting of the past is the point I'm trying to make here. But I feel like this revisiting here is creating like a lot of expansion in your life, Taurus. Like this is truly magical. You have the 10 of Cups and the freaking Empress. Like, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I love it. Oh, wow. And the Ace of Pentacles. Y'all, this is so good. And the 10 of Wands with the 5 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like conflicts that you've had in the past, you are seeing a release of them. Do you see how like there's this bird's nest right here? And I feel like this cat is like taking away these burdens, right? So that the birds can shine and be free. So the burdens are being lifted from you. And it looks, because of the way the progression looks in the cards, it looks like you have like these new just like rebirth, new beginning energies, right? And it's like allowing you to just finally be free, like be free of the past. Now, we'll see how this unfolds. Okay, I'm like, I think I can move these up a little bit more because these cards are a little bigger. There we go. Okay, gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys. I thought I picked up the whole deck and birds came out. Obviously, that's a separate message that needs to go right there. This is freaking gorgeous. 7 of Cups showed up too. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to do that like that. Okay, all right, let's get some clarification here and see what else Spirit has to say about it. The light is shining on these cards, so it's difficult for me to see them. But, I mean, I think that that's a message in itself because I keep noticing. Do you see how the light is shining here on the moose? And I guess the light is shining on the tree because the leaves are white. But a light is illuminating the peacock. A light is shining around that bird, around this pentacle, around the cat's head, and around the cup here. It's a lot of light. And so I feel like what I'm trying to say is like some light is going to be shed on a situation that was troublesome for you in the past. And I do feel like this is going to be different for everybody. But we're going to see. Yeah, and it's going to enable you to close out a chapter in your life. Now, this could be because you have this envelope here, like a message that you're going to get that's going to offer you some clarification, closure, that kind of thing. But based off of this, I'm getting in the stability, growth, wealth energy. I feel like it could also be in terms of your finances. Like suddenly the light is being shown on the way forward in terms of career, finances, home life, things like that, stability. And I feel like with this acceptance, it's like you're kind of accepting the past. Like it sort of was what it was, but like you're being given some relief. Okay, I don't know why I just heard like student loan relief. So for like some of you, like it was such a, because some people are actually getting forgiveness, right? And so it's like it could have been really challenging for you, and you sort of just kind of had to accept that it just was what it was, right? It's just part of what we have to do. And then you get this relief. You could get like a letter in the mail, because I'm seeing this envelope, like you're getting news messages, like that's offering you some relief. Like I'm just getting the sense that like something is being lifted from you, something is being forgiven. And it's like, I feel like you're looking back and maybe even seeing the way that things unfolded. And I'm not seeing like just student loans. Like this could be in a broad area, but I'm kind of honing in on finances right now. And it's like you're looking back on like a financial thing that happened, maybe a snafu, a mistake, hurdle, struggle. And it's like now you're receiving like news, messages from the universe, illumination, ideas, inspiration, things like that are really like guiding you out of this. And it looks like there could be, more money, Empress, abundance, happiness, joy, just kind of like a restoration of a sense of wonder in your life even. But it has to do with the past and like closing out, because the 9 of Wands came out. For me, the 9 of Wands often signifies the past because of the wounds that we carry into the present, right? But it's coming out with the World card, 10 of Wands here. It's like there is a release from this, and you're no longer, kind of in this mental space where you're like, I just don't know what to do anymore. Like you're really being lifted, Taurus. And I just, oh my gosh. So, okay, tell me some more, please. The King of Pentacles clarifies the Empress. Dude. What? This is so good. Oh my gosh. And Page of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck. Like, I'm even getting that, like, there's a new, like, financial opportunity being presented to you that is going to help lift financial burdens. Okay, so then you have the Two of Wands here with the Seven of Cups that was on the bottom of the deck. So, and with that Page of Wands kind of coming out sideways, I do feel like there could be a little bit of distrust with you about this, because there's some uncertainty, and you're just like, oh, I don't know. Now, hold on, let me get a couple more. Ace of Pentacles and the Strength card. Wow, the Strength card ended your reading a couple readings ago. Okay. So let me just check the cards real fast. Okay. So what I'm seeing here too, I feel like because the Strength card has come out under the Ten of Wands here, I kind of get the sense that, you know, sometimes it takes strength to forgive someone. I do kind of get the sense that in terms of, like, because what was coming through for me, the Six of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. Two of Cups, there we go. I was going to say what was coming through for me, like, in terms of love, relationships, things like that. I do feel like there's a level of strength that you're needing to forgive somebody, to accept them for who they are, accept the situation as it was, and move past the discord between you and this person. Because I feel like there's been some expansiveness in terms of this person stabilizing emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and they've grown, okay? And because they've grown, it does make it easier for you to sort of accept that, like, they were where they were, and it may have hurt you or impacted you or even damaged you, but it was because they were walking around with a lot of unhealed wounds that they were projecting onto you, and just making things very heavy for you in life, right? And not to say you didn't have a part, because we always do, but I do feel like this chapter is being closed out in terms of somebody from your past. And because of the fact that you have surprise end messages, I do feel like it's an unexpected message that comes through for you. And, you know, I feel like this has been coming out for the last couple of Taurus readings. For some of you, this may have already happened. And, you know, I just feel like obviously this is a message that's meant to be heard, you know, because it does keep kind of showing up. But I want to tell you that I feel like there's a huge weight that's lifted off of you, and it sort of enables you to move forward in your life, whether it be to rekindle with this person, which I don't see the Judgment card. I really more see that this releases you, but for some of you, you may go back to this person, okay? Take it how it resonates. I mean, because the Page of Wands came out sideways, I feel like some of you will, some of you won't, right? And because there's a point of indecision due to some distrust and sort of a wondering of whether or not you should take this path. Now, because of the fact that there are two Ace of Pentacles here for me, there could be two paths, you know what I mean? And I feel like one of these paths is to release you from the burdens of the past, and the other one is to really move into something that's stable, committed, and, you know, new, okay? It's new, it's exciting, it's I don't know, I feel like it just sort of feels right. You have a lot of beautiful energy here because you have Ace of Pentacles twice, Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the Empress. Like, these are all really gorgeous energies in terms of something new, you know, this pregnancy card. And it's like, you know, it's something that's really going to offer some like long-term stability for you. And it just kind of looks to me like almost like you get a little closure, or if you don't want to get closure, you just sort of become indifferent and you just release it so that you can move forward. Okay? Now, because of the fact that the message for me is kind of split off, I do want to kind of focus on the three things that I've just mentioned. Because for some of you, like I said, this is in terms of finances because of the Ace of Pentacles here, King of Pentacles, Empress even. And I feel like what this card, okay, this card, I feel like there's some sort of insight, inspiration, insight and inspiration that you have about something that you used to want to do, or you've considered in the past, or you've tried in the past. And I feel like there could have been some challenges, struggle, hurdles, you know, that kind of thing that kept this from unfolding, you know, with flow. And you may have felt like you just hit a wall, like it just became too challenging. And I feel like what's happening now is that you're sort of seeing all the different holes, you're seeing the problems, you're seeing, you know, maybe what was going on within that was keeping you from truly being successful and expanding in this. And because you have the Strength card at the end of your reading, what's occurring for you is not only this inspiration and insight into, you know, how to develop this, but also the confidence. And honestly, it could be sort of just this bold energy where it's like you just feel like, I know what I'm supposed to do because this is what I want, this is what makes me happy, and I'm going to go for it, right? So hold on just a second. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull a couple of these cards. All right, leadership has come out for you. So, I mean, it says it's time to step up into the leadership role in your life, which is exactly what the Strength card is about. And you have Entertainer on the bottom of the deck. Now, I feel like this could be, you know, about putting yourself out there. But additionally, if you work like in an industry where you're, you know, on camera, or, you know, you have an audience, you know, this could be about you really stepping up to the plate and going for it boldly, and just sort of releasing the muck that has been holding you back, right? I feel like you could be receiving a message here too, like it's sort of a vote of confidence, like it's somebody who's really like motivating, or somebody who's just really like sees how spectacular you are. And I do feel like this lifts your spirits, and, you know, it helps to solidify that this is the right direction for you. Okay. Now, because I feel like you have settling on the bottom of the deck. I feel like you've been settling for too long. You could have been settling in jobs or relationships, you know, just kind of putting yourself on the back burner for too long, and not really like putting your dreams on the front line, for whatever reason. It could have been family, it could have been health issues, it could have been, you know, your partner had something important and you felt like you had to put your dreams on the back burner. It could have been, you know, you were just never taught how to prioritize yourself, you know, things like that. But I feel like there's sort of an overcoming of that, of those mindsets, of those barriers in, you know, that you've been dealing with. And you're now becoming more motivated. And it says there is a skill you possess that needs to be shared with the world. Like, you're starting to see what you bring to the table. Sorry about the light kind of creeping in here. Okay, so also you have this entertainer, coach speaking, kind of mentoring energy, leadership. I'm also getting the sense that, like, you have a skill that you possess that inspires people, and you're supposed to use that skill. And I know, you know, I also want to tell you that with this 10 of Wands, it's like, you know, everybody starts at the bottom. Like, everybody does, you know, and it's like you kind of have to do the difficult work, or you have to work a little harder, you know, at first, in order to get to that place where you're kind of coasting a little bit. Not to say that you stop working, but, you know, you're kind of coasting a little bit and you're not having to do as much, you know. And I feel like that's going to be a message for somebody, because it's like, you know, in order to sort of show people what you're worth, you have to show people what you're worth. And by showing people what you're worth, you have to sort of be consistent with the skill that you possess, so that you can catch that attention. And I do feel like it's actually happening. Now you have parenthood, see, and that's about spending time with your inner child and nurturing yourself. And Easy does it's on the bottom of the deck. Like, you know, and Taurus moves really slow anyway, but like, don't try to get ahead of yourself and take on too much, but also know that you're going to have to put in the extra work, you know, to get where you're going, so that you can eventually coast. You know, it's like trying to find that balance. And, you know, I feel like it's going to be a constant thing for you to parent yourself, because I feel like, you know, the burdens and limitations that you carried for so long could keep you from truly believing that you're good enough or you deserve this. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're establishing like a true sense of confidence, but sometimes these old wounds are very loud, right? And that's why the reparenting process is going to be very important. It's, you know, it's like every morning in the mirror saying to yourself, I love you, Taurus. I believe in you, Taurus. You are successful, Taurus, and I got your back. You know what I mean? And things like that, right? Like, telling yourself that you have your own back is so empowering, you know? It's so comforting. So, okay, let's go ahead and get one of these. Look, I just opened a victory. So, True Love Come to Me came out for you. There's your victory card. Okay. So, Taurus, you have true love come to me. So, I do feel like with this 10 of Cups beginning your reading, it definitely looks like you're open. Like, I feel like you're open to something. If you're not already with somebody, if you are, perhaps you just want to strengthen your connection. But if you're not and you're single, I feel like you're open to it, but I feel like you're open to something that's stable. You know, you're open because Ace of Pentacles here, the Empress, like, I feel like you very much know your worth. And you also, and so I feel like, you know, you're open to it, you're putting it out there, but I feel like you just don't, you don't want any mess, you don't want any fuss, you know, it's like you want like, something just solid, right? So you also have victory. I feel like you're supposed to be focusing on your victory because like you already have the skills, you already have the je ne sais quoi, you already have it, right? And now all you need to do is just put your eye on the prize, right? Put your eye on the prize. Look, and that equals 8. That equals 8. Wow. Put your eye on the prize. 8. And know that it's freaking yours, right? And the infinity symbol. What you put out in the universe, you receive. What you put out in the universe, you receive, right? So if you're putting out in the universe, I'm successful, I deserve this, I believe in myself, I am confident and self-insured, I am talented and skilled in XYZ, I have something to offer, you're putting that out, you're receiving it, okay? You're putting out in the universe that you want stable and committed, a stable and committed relationship that brings you a sense of security, and you are that person. You embody that energy, you're putting that out into the universe, you receive it, okay? Authenticity came out here with, and I'm looking here, this says eccentric. And I get the sense, and even I'm looking at this peacock here, I get the sense that you have something special. You have something a little different. Like I said, you have je ne sais quoi, right? If I'm saying that right. But anyway, you have that. And I feel like you're supposed to really allow people to see that. You know, be truly authentic. Don't be what people want you to be. Don't be what you think people want to see. Be you. Be authentic. And in order to truly be authentic, you need to know who you are. You need to be very clear on what are your talents, what are your assets, and what do you offer. And when you're very clear on that, you know, and you're like going into work, or you're going into a relationship, or you're going into starting a business or starting a new project, and you know what you bring to the table, while having some humility and understanding everybody makes mistakes, if you're going into that, just imagine the level of oomph that you're able to put into it, because you feel good about yourself. You're not focused on your limitations, your barriers, what you're not doing right, or you know, your perceptions of yourself based on the projections of other people, etc., right? Like I feel like you're in alignment with your truth, and you're coming into whatever you're trying to cultivate, the Empress, knowing who you are and what you bring, okay? Let's get you an auspicious symbol for Mercury retrograde. What symbol for Taurus? Mercury retrograde. You have Maniki Nico. Is that how you say it? The lucky cat. Use the energy of Maniki Nico to invite luck into your life. The victory. Look, it's so apropos that I put it on the victory card, right? And look, eagle feather is on the bottom of the deck. So pay attention if you see an eagle feather, or it could be a hawk feather too. This powerful medicine is here to connect you to both heaven and earth. That is alignment of the mind and the body, right? Of the spirit and the body, okay? So you're lucky. And you deserve a little luck in your life. And I do feel like you're going to get it. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope that this helped you. Please be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me. I so appreciate you. If you're looking for a personal session, you can book down below. I'll see you next time. And bye for now.